everyone, it's Becky here from Ivy's Corner, back for another pattern deconstruction. I'm going to be doing a Zentangle HQ pattern today, and that is called Patena. Patena? I don't actually know how to pronounce it, but hopefully if you haven't heard of it, you will be able to draw it by the end of watching this video. It's one I haven't seen all that often in the Zentangle world. So Zentangle HQ pattern that was deconstructed by the team over at HQ in the States, but I don't see it used all that often, so I thought I would include it in my 50-day challenge. You can find out more about that in the links in the description, but also show you in a deconstruction of the tangle today. I work through a number of different patterns on my YouTube channel that you can follow along with, so if you are enjoying this series, or if it's the first time that you've seen one, then do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and you'll be notified every time I release a new tangle deconstruction video. You can find out more about the Zentangle method if this is the first time you've heard of it on my website, which is www.ivys-corner.com, and it has loads of information about me and the Zentangle method and why I started drawing with the Zentangle method, as well as having free lessons, and I've got a membership as well, loads of stuff that you can get involved with if you're enjoying Zentangle drawing. So have a look at that. But for now, let's hop over to my desk and I will show you what we'll be doing today. So on my desk, as ever, I have my 2" by 2" square tile I've self-cut from some sketchbook paper. I have a micron, a Zentangle pencil and a tortillon. And with our drawing today, our pattern, it's kind of a bit like a grid tangle really, this drawing, this pattern. So I'm going to set up a dots and a border on my little mini tile here. So this is the first step in the Zentangle method. If you are not familiar with the Zentangle method, there are 8 steps to the method. The first step is gratitude and appreciation. So I should say dots and a border are the second and third steps. But drawing this little border is just going to give us a space in which to work. So I'm going to grab my micron pen now and create myself a grid. I'm going to be fairly straight with this grid and just draw using my my border actually. So I'll restate it first of all. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but these are going to be some horizontal and vertical lines that form part of my grid. So I'm going to draw these lines along here and then turn my tile and do the same thing. So I always like to start with the centre so it kind of divides my space a little more evenly. So we have our grid here. We've got a grid of 4 by 4 squares. And the next thing I'm going to do with Patena, or Patena, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, is to now draw another line in the grid that's going to divide these in half again. So I'm just following now through these intersecting grid lines diagonally across all of my grids. So I'm making these little triangles now. I'm going to turn my tile and do the same thing over here. Just drawing this line and kind of using the intersecting grid lines as a bit of a guide of where I'm aiming for. So I've done that all in one direction, and I'm now going to turn my tile and do the same thing in the other diagonal. So from corners to corners. And I suppose another way of drawing this is that you could have your grid square. So you could have your grid square like so, and then just draw across in each of your grid squares. That would also give you the same effect that we're getting here, but this is kind of just a different way of drawing it. So creating these long lines is essentially just drawing across in each of our grid squares. So finishing off the setup of this pattern. This is nice because it's creating this nice texture already on our tile. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add some dots to where the lines intersect. So the first thing I recommend that you do is find the spaces where you have all the lines intersecting. So if you look in a grid square, we have 2 lines intersecting here in the cross, but if you look on a wider scale, you have places where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines intersecting. And in those spaces, we're going to just add a nice large inky dot. So anywhere where you have loads of lines intersecting has got this big, bold dot that's going to kind of merge all of those intersections together and create this nice bold element. I'm going to do half of one on the edges here, as if the pattern was continuing beyond the grid that we can see. And I'll do a quarter one in the corners as well. So these, already this is kind of looking nice and bold. This is such a simple pattern and I just don't see it used all that often in Zentangle, so I'm kind of trying to bring it back. Nice big bold dots. And actually you could, if you wanted to, leave it like that. This is a really nice pattern as it is. But the step out for this pattern in Zentangle HQ is to add another little dot that's a little bit smaller on the other intersections here where this cross meets in the centre of each square. So slightly smaller dots for a slightly smaller intersection. And that is the tangle. Super simple, but I think super effective as a texture and just really nice potentially as a background, or you could do it much lighter. We could do it with a slightly wonkier grid as well, would look really fun, but nice and graphic, really bold, and it looks really effective. So to shade this, all I'm going to do is do some simple cushion shading where I simply just follow around the edge of my shape, whatever that shape might be in your string, if you're filling it into a different tile, just going right around the edges. And then I'm going to soften from the outside edge into the centre. And that's just creating a sense of the edges falling away from the eye and lifting the centre up as a highlight. So simply softening the graphite, taking away the harsh edges, and you can see here how the centre is more highlighted and the edges are falling away from the eye. And that is lovely, simple, lovely texture, graphic pattern called Patena. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. Do hit the like button and click subscribe if you did. And if you would like to support me in creating this free content for you on YouTube, then you can also click the link in the description, which will take you to my Ko-fi page where you could buy me a virtual coffee. But thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you for my next video.